Good morning traders and welcome to Thursday's live trading. Today is the 13th of July. We are just about 10 minutes before the open, and as usual we are on the FTSE 100. So let me run you through the support and resistance bands that I'm looking at today. So I think the main two that we're likely to be looking at for the majority of the day are the one you can see above and the one you can see below. We've actually been ranging on the FTSE for a while now, actually, between sort of two key levels. It just moved up yesterday above this band, which it struggled with for a while, and now we're sitting in between these two. So either of these bands will be good for a trade for me. Above we do have this band, just above this one. It has probably reacted from this one more than this one, but I am still keen to trade from this one for a couple of reasons. The first one being, as you can see, it has the added confluence of the R1 level in there today, and actually if I bring over the 4-hour chart, you can see that the 200 MA is literally just moving through it as we speak. So if we do get a quick move up into this band and a poke through this 200, I would expect some sort of bounce coming from there because of the 200 as well. So that is looking a pretty decent band to take a trade from. Other than that, below we've got an intraday one down here, and then I haven't drawn this one in. Not really expecting to get down there, but you never know. If we do, I'll look at that as and when it happens. So yeah, other than that, I'll be watching these two bands after the open. There's no immediate trade set up that I've got my eye on. So we'll just see how price reacts as and when it gets to one of these bands. So I'll update a little bit later on if we do get there. Okay, so we just passed 10 o'clock. It's 12 minutes past 10. And as you can see, it's been a pretty slow morning so far. I was hoping that this move down from the open would get down to this band with the pivot in. It would have been a good place for a buy. If I bring the 4-hour chart over, you can see it's the first test of this moving average here. So if it could have poked down, I would have definitely liked to have bought it from there. As you can see, it would have been into these previous structure highs here. Yeah, that would have been a decent trade, but it wasn't to be. Looking at it now, so we're back up into the middle of sort of no man's land at the moment. It needs to either carry on moving up so I can sell, well, look to sell from up here, or come a bit further down so I can look to buy from down here. So still waiting as it stands. I do have to run out only for a little time at some point today, so if it's just going to hang around in the middle, I might do that sooner rather than later. But I'll come back if this price does start to make a decisive move towards one of these bands. Okay, so we've actually just gone past 5 o'clock now, and as you can see, this has been a pretty boring day. We opened just here, we had this initial move down, didn't really go anywhere, and then we've literally just chopped sideways the whole day. I think a good indication of this is the flat 200 for the entire day. And as you can see, the other moving averages have almost sort of caught up with them and are now almost sat on top of each other. So that shows you how sideways price has been moving. I was hoping, like I said earlier this morning, that we were going to get a move down to this band down here and potentially a bounce back up. That didn't happen, or even there, but as you can see, that didn't happen either. Both alarms that I set around midday never triggered. So I'm going to have to wrap this one up as nice and short, but probably the most boring live trading video I've put on the channel, so I do apologise. Hopefully next week will be a little bit better and we do actually get a trade. But days like this happen. You've just got to sit on your hands, stick to your plan. You don't want to be chasing trades and losing money because there's nothing to do, although sometimes it can feel like if you're doing nothing, you need to do nothing to make some money, sort of thing. But you just got to stick to your plan. If there's no trades, there's no trades. So we'll wrap it up there and hope for better next week. Thanks very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, drop a like on it. I'm not sure what there was to enjoy in this video. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. These videos are usually better than this, I promise. So thanks again. I'll see you next week.